Hello and welcome, this is the Avenger, and today I've decided to start a new series on my channel. No GTA or Call of Duty, but this time it's Sherlock Holmes, my favorite. Crimes and Punishment. It's a free game, so I didn't invest a lot of it in it, so... But basically I saw a couple of tutorials on YouTube and they're like fucking around. They have no clue about what they're doing. They're not thinking logical. So let's try to change that. I don't know what this says. Oh, in memory of the Ukrainian Heavenly 100. Okay. So basically, at this moment, there's a call to action actually by a government. Like, you have to vote if you want Ukrainians added to the European pot, actually. Or hang on, let me think. European Union, I think that's it. So there is a tale that, or I should not say tale, it's like, it's a fact. Since some time. Hang on. Holmes, what you doing? Take cover, take cover.
Holmes.
Hang on, can I? Okay. So basically, till a few years ago, there was peace in Ukrainian, and the government didn't shoot his own people, and all was good until their leader met with Putin, and it all went south. Like, people were oppressed, like they had a dictator instead of a government. So there were like outbursts, like protests, and 100 people have died. And Heavenly 100, that's how they refer to those 100 people. So that's the story behind it. So it's actually not an old game, I think, but it's just to make awareness for those people who died and for the whole situation in Ukraine. I want to raise that in my video as well, so anyway, let's start this. Okay, let's take cover. Holmes, watch out.
Holmes, will you stop that?
Don't shoot me, Holmes.
You are utterly mad.
Alright.
Stop, Holmes.
Is that you, Watson?
No.
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded.
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate. Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
Alright.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The Medi men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
Alright, so basically you're playing as Holmes.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Alright. Let's go in here. Let's dress up. Right, sailor and casual. Shall I go with this one? Yeah, I'll go with this one. Okay. Hair and nope, nope, nope. Well, the hat I do like, but this is actually how I know Holmes. Like from television series, I've watched them. Okay, so some cases I will know the answer to the mystery. I know at least one, so I can't use that one. Okay, I'll take this one. No facial hair. Good, good. Alright, so here's Mr. Holmes, and I'm waggling. Oh, a letter.
My archive. I can always consult with it.
I want a letter.
This is where I keep my...
Okay, that's where he keeps his post. Woodman's Lee. Come on. Let's get there. I hope my Xbox won't be too laggy. Let's see. Oh. I almost forgot to press A. Come on. But I wouldn't, because I'm the Avenger. Well, that has nothing to do with it, actually, right now. Hi there, Constable.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
Oh. Hi, Lestrade. Don't mind me if I use different...
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
If I use different, what you call it? Dialects? I think that's the right one. I'm trying to find the right one, and some words I can pronounce
Inspector
better.
Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Right, so some words I can pronounce better in some dialects than others, so that's why it might change every now and then. Right.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Let's see this one.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Right, so this basically gives me a huge leap
Do you
forward.
remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
Right, let's see, what do we have? Let's search for some clues. The face? Anything? Anything? Come on. Miss, it can't be. I can't get any clues from your face. Come on. This one? Maybe. No. Oh, that's one. And I think one of the fingers maybe. Okay, no. Oh, of course. The table. This one. And this one. We still have one left. That one. Okay. Nothing in the face. Okay, that's quite extraordinary.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
There we go. There we go.
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Thank
Wow,
you,
I
madam.
used the exact same word just a minute. Actually kind of creepy, but I don't complain. I can't go in there yet. By the way, this first mission I already played at least once. Well, actually I played it once, so... Let's see, stone pathway. Can't I... Hang on, I'll go in first person. Okay. Oh, there we go, footprints. Finally!
These footprints appear to be quite large.
Alright. I like to go in first
Peter
person.
Carey's body is inside the cabin.
Mr. Holmes?
Right. Asshole. He's just standing there
The
like,
door is locked.
Mr.
Wait
Holmes.
just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
So, Lestrade finally used his brains. Even though Yes, shitty ones. Did I say that out loud?
These scratches are fresh.
Right.
You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Ah, right. No shit, Sherlock, if it's not that hard to do. Alright, so. Okay. A body.
What a terrible way to die.
Yeah, sure. I'm like, yeah, sure. And I turn away. Oh, lol.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
Okay.
The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
Okay, that's all for that shelf. So I've learned that the moment you back out of
The
it,
ship's logs of the Sea
automatically
Unicorn for
you're
the
done
years
with that section.
1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Alright, so let's see. Object of interest. Okay, we have to use that later on, I think. Right, let's get in this chest.
Peter Carey's boot.
Yeah, sure. I don't like too much talking right now, Holmes.
Old navigation instruments, nothing interesting.
So now I backed out of it automatically, and that basically means there's nothing else to see there.
Harpoons for hunting whales.
Right, well, that's not really a whale, I think.
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
Alright, let's examine
The
the
weapon
dead.
fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. This
Yeah,
man
come
is
on.
in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong.
Right.
Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Anything else? There we go. Notebook.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
Right. Blood. Of course.
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Right. Let's check the backside. Nothing here. Side. Nothing. This side. Nothing there. Downside, nothing. Okay. So, I can only open it right now.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
That's a good question. But that's why we are searching. Ooh.
This
Knife.
wooden handle is plain and solid.
Okay, blade.
This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
Yeah, well, there's not much you can do against a harpoon flying at you.
Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer.
Alright, so that's that. Alright, next part. Table.
Someone drank from this glass recently.
Okay. Tobacco punch.
The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
Right. Can we... Oh, there we go. Open up. Let's see.
This
Alright, so basically Holmes has to think. Okay. So we move it. What? Huh? What? I can't move it. Oh, there we go. That's it, okay. Okay, so basically we have to find a picture in this thing, and I think it belongs... Come on. Okay, that's all you go. But that's not how I want it. Or do I? Alright, I want to get that part over there. Put it like this. Hang on. Why won't it work? Come on. Are you sure? Oh, there we go. It's the back of the ship. Okay. Means we have to... You have to put it in perspective, so it has to form one ship. In the end, I can't really get it, do I? Wait a second. That might be it. If we just move this there. Come on. Just a little bit. Good. There we go. That's
Yes.
it.
This is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
Right, so rum.
A
Okay.
sailor's drink. It seems that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
Right, so we already have a clue, apparently. Right, I think... no, that's not... It has nothing to do. Deselect. Notebook. I think that has to do with the break-in attempts. Right, make an ambush. Okay.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Right, so basically we have to make sure we get... Oh, almost forgot this one.
Dundee.
Dundee.
Hammerfest. It's a whaling map.
Right, so... Did I miss anything? At the table... Just have to go over it all. Let's see... The shelf. Did we have it? No. Oh, we have to do something with those
The ship's
books,
logs of the Sea
of course.
Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Alright, I think that's all for now. Right. Let's talk to Lestrade. Lestrade. I
Well,
don't
Mr.
know.
Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky
And why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oof, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Alright. So what should I be doing now? Investigate, organize. But how do we do that? How do we set up an ambush? Should I be walking around? I think so. Oh, come on. Stupid bushes.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
There we go. Alright. So basically I had to find a good spot. That was all. Right. Alright, let's watch. Nice and silent.
Shh. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Hey laddie, what you doing? Oh, you got
There's
him.
someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Right,
Police! Hold it right there.
let's run around. There we go. Total opposite
All
way
right, my fine fellow.
as
Who
Lestrade.
are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't! I'm not... It's a terrible mistake!
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector, but please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
So, basically Lestrade is trying to take credit. He's like, ah, Holmes, I fixed it without you. Mr. Nose. Let's see. It has nothing to do with that. Also, no. Okay. Can't do anything. What? I haven't made any deductions yet. That's bullshit. Come on. Okay, so I have to find his belongings. Hello, Constable. What are you going to tell me?
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
Alright. Of course, we're going in first person. Okay, let's run. I wanted to say, but... Come on, Holmes. Walk through a door, you... Big fuzzy.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Alright,
A
handkerchief.
handkerchief with the initials JHN.
Knife.
A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
Well, I'm not going to say it anymore. Like, come on. You can see it all yourself. Okay, let's see. Anything unusual on this ring? Well, there's an inscription, of course. Of course there is.
From R. Dawson. To my friend
And partner.
and partner, 1883. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
That's an option, but
The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor. These abbreviations mean something, but what?
that's a good question, actually. So, let's see. Anything else? I don't think so. Like we are actually not supposed to. Well, we are supposed to be there, but it should be all confident. Come on, get in. Hello, laddie. How you doing? Let's first have a look at ya. Hat. Good. Good, good, good. Anything else so far? No. Buttons. Stitched. Patched. Alright. Expensive fabric. Oh, there we go. Another something. Anything? No. Short sleeves. Callus. What the hell is callus? Scars, and we still miss one thing. There we go. Thin neck. Alright, boys, what we have here? I don't know.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan. The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner. So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
Alright, then... False jacket.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please, let me go. I'm innocent.
No, I can't yet. And I also can't walk through doors, but that's something else. What you doing? Hi, Constable.
Mr. Holmes?
Oh, you're a faggot again. Right, let's run. We have loads of work to do. Right. Baker Street. 221B. thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And I hope to see you in my next video.